Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Econa Abakar, and I'm here heart to heart talk with Pastor Econa Abakar. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you is because God said this is a clarion call. Wake up, a wake up call. Say, you got to get on your post. You need to have a personal relationship with God. You need to be able to hear Him and make sure you're hearing Him and not yourself or the devil. Because the devil can make you think that you're talking to God. That's why it's important for you to practice. Practice hearing God's word. He has a still small voice. Unless he wants to just talk to you out, like normal. He does all those things. Okay, he's not limited. Okay? So you need to make sure you have a personal relationship with God and that you're hearing him. Start a journal. You'd be surprised how many years of journaling I have, but also you'll have it too as soon as possible. As long as you go ahead and start doing it now. I have a feeling that God's going to come back a little bit faster than most people think. So it's important that you be on your P's and Q's and get yourself together. Repent for all your evil. Because nothing that is unrepentant will go to heaven. And forgive all of your enemies and those that weren't enemies, that you thought were enemies. So, that's something we need to know. Sometimes the devil can fool you. And you'll think that, someone is against you or there to impede on whatever you're trying to do. And you'll be hating on them because you think that they did something because everybody else don't like them. But people don't like you because you are not like them. It's because you're not like them, that is. They don't like you because you're different. They don't like you because you're smarter than them. Sometimes. Anyway. They don't like you because you're not on the same road with them. Yours is a very narrow road. That's why you got problems with people not liking you because you're on the wrong path. I'm not on your path, So you need to get yourself together. This is a wake-up call, a clarion call. You need to get it together. Whatever you need to do to get your children together, your family together, and make sure that they know God, know Jesus, and just make them know him, because he's going to be back soon. That is the name of my ministry. Jesus is coming soon. Ministries. Yeah, Jesus is coming soon. Ministries. And I do have 2 books. One is Jesus is coming soon, Are You Rapture Ready? And the other is Jesus is Coming Soon. Book 2, Are You Walking in Wisdom? And you can find either one of them at Barnes and Nobles or at, what is it? What is it? The other one that's online, the big one, the big store. Why can't I think of it? Anyway, I'll tell you in a few. But anyway, you got to be able to get yourself together. And I know a lot of people are trying to do that. I see that in the church, and I see that they're getting their anointing on, and they're glorifying God, and they're, just coming on in, because some of them were way out, but they're in now. And I want to make sure you make it to heaven. I could sing that song if I knew all the words. I want to make it to heaven, heaven. That one. That one. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now is just, giving you bits and pieces of different things that I, wanted to tell you. I know that you saw how the election went. You know that his working situation is not, anyway, he's on his way out anyway. He didn't do anything for us, but just put us further in the hole, because that's what the upper 10% wanted. And he's going to be paid handsomely for doing it. Just like his son was over in, I think it was what is that name of that place where they were having war? I think that's where he was. So it gave him millions. And I guess he wanted to show his son that he could make more by going with the upper 10% and whatever they wanted to do. That's why he just sit on the desk. He never read those documents. Are you kidding? Did you see that? Jesus. So he was just there writing his name or reversing everything Trump did. And the thing is, when you are president, you don't come in erasing everything that somebody else does. You come in to build, to make things better for everybody. But that's not what he was thinking to do. He was only thinking about just, doing what the upper 10% will give him. And he might not even make it. He's 80 something. And he doesn't look very well to me. So, oh boy. He may not even be able to get that money that they're offering. It's like, what's the word? When somebody try to flash money in front of you, your eyes get big. You mean to tell tell me I can have $100 million or something, whatever they're going to offer him, and tax free? His eyes got too big, because that's not what's important right now. What is important right now is whether you make it to heaven. Nothing else is that important. It's important right now to make sure your children know who Jesus is. It's important. You don't want your children to go to hell. You have to teach them about Christ. You can, lead them to Jesus. You can do that. You don't want your children to go to hell. So, wow. It just hurts my heart to see so many people with children that are not even concerned. Just like they were not concerned with the mask. They didn't care whether their children had masks on, but they had their masks on, I bet you that. And they weren't even concerned about that until they started dying. When they went back to school and the kids started dying because they're in an enclosed situation, no filtration, and they are going to be sick. They already were sick, after they got into that situation. So now they're a little more understanding that children can get sick with COVID just like adults. But my baby's only 2 weeks old. What does that girl say? 2 days, two something. She said he was only 2 years old. And they don't have to have masks. They don't get sick from COVID. The devil is a liar. Don't let nobody tell you that lie. Even if there's a doctor saying that. A child can get COVID just as well as an adult. And, it also depends on how his system is also, depending on how frail he is or either strong, And so what I wanted to say about the system thing, okay, Emetol is the best thing that I know of you can get to make sure that your immunity system is up. Yes, take vitamin D3. But yes, take Emetol. Because that means you'll be ready for whatever comes. And you must know, though, this too. If you have a very weak immunity or you have a lot of different things that are wrong with you, don't take Pfizer and that other one. Just, take Moderna, because that's what that one is made for people with lots of different things wrong with them, And my brother had a kidney transplant, and it was healing, and everything was okay. And he had all his shots. He was up to date. So here comes, I think that was Oxycontin. The one came after COVID. And I want to say that if you took one of the others, more than likely what is going to happen if you get sick, you can get healed from it if you have all your shots. But what about the areas of your body that's the weakest? And that is what they come after. those parts of your body that are very weak. That's why you have to build up your immune system. D3 and Emetol. I'm doing a commercial for them. Anyway, it's very important though, because you're talking about life and death here. And also, if you can get those masks that they have at the pharmacies, go ahead and get your 3. I want to get my 3 too, but I can't get around as much because I'm still in a wheelchair. So, but I get around better if I'm going out without my car in my new Hooveron. You know, I'm doing an advertisement again. But anyway, that it is nice. It's a nice chair, yeah. So, you know, I can go out and get it, I guess, now, you know. And you just have to go behind, yeah, not you don't go behind the desk, but they go behind where they are, but where the, you know, machine, the cash registry is, and they'll give you 3 masks in, what is it, NC something, I forget. I have one. I don't have it right here with me, I don't think. But anyway, that is what you need to get. And then you can, you know, take a little time. It's something like this one. This is a KN 95. But that one's is, I forget. You know the other one that the doctors are recommending. And also the United States is supposed to be sending out so many. And each person that is in the United States should be able to get 3 for free. If you go to the pharmacies. And they're going to be right there where you know, cash out at. What else I want to tell you? Oh, Trump is coming back. He's coming back, but they tried to make their, you know, the situation harder. They talked about him, you know, having kids there at the border, and he didn't do it. What's the name? I think it started with Bush, and then it went through Obama, and then, you know, it dropped in his hands. They put it all on him. Jesus wasn't even there, but, you know, anyway, so, see, people are something else. I don't know. I'm finding out for real here in LA. You know, it's not what it was cracked up to be. You know, you got a lot of Hollywoodites. So, you know. But anyway, wow. I'll be like, you know, if he gets back in, I know he will, and I know ifs, ands, and buts about it, he's getting back in. And even the people that voted for Biden, they can see, how is that? All of a sudden they can see that wasn't nothing but witchcraft. And they ran to the polls when he said, hurry up and go to the polls, because President Trump was sick. They put COVID on him. And I know they did. Nothing but his staff that were around him, where they eat at. So what did they do? Go and just put it on the spoons, on the forks. Just like that, everybody got sick. So who did it? Was there a cook or one of the servers or what? Somebody got in there and did that, you know, and that was so wrong. And also the people moved with one mind to go and vote on Biden, and he had nothing to say. What do you vote for? I mean, I don't know what you voted on him for. Just because he said, hurry up and go to the polls and vote now. People said, they went right after. This is crazy. But anyway, and you've asked them something about it, they couldn't tell you nothing. They didn't know who he was, Holly. They just know he had been in there once. You know, so I don't know. It was just a crazy thing, that whole catastrophe. It was, but we're going to get everything turned around and be back on an even keel again with no nonsense, okay? You know, y'all read, okay? You can find anything you want on the YouTube, and they try to tell you, don't go to the YouTube. You know, you're going to get some stuff that ain't right and blah, 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 blah. That's a devil, and ain't nothing but it's a lie from the pit of hell. Don't believe them. You know, if you go and just look at TV all day, and that's all you look at is that their news, it's going to be slighted because guess who owns them? It's the upper 10%. They can't say no more than they allow them to say. Now, What do you think about that? They only allow them to say so much, and that is all they can say. They can lose their job if they do anything else. Yes, that's true. So, if you want the news, just, go on CBN, I think it's called. And also, what other one? I can't remember now because I don't look at TV, you know. But you have it on your computer. And if you go to the news apps, where you can pick out the one you want. But that's not all. They also have other news situations on it. Just look through them and then pick the ones out you think might give you the best results, because you want to know the truth. You don't want to know just what somebody's boasting about or saying they can do. I don't know what he said. I was just trying to figure out what did they hear when they heard him talk the first time. I don't know what he was saying, really. And you voted for him. And now we over what, 4 trillion? Jesus. We over 4 trillion. Oh Lord. And guess where that's coming out of? You thought you were getting money, with that paper money that's backed by nothing. It's backed by nothing. That's why he could just keep printing it and giving it out. Everybody didn't get it though, you know that. But I think I got the first three. Three? I think that's right. Yeah. Two maybe. Because they only gave us part of the first and part of the second, I think it was. And then they came back and gave some later. But anyway, that was just a ploy to get you to believe in him, and be okay with him. And you say, oh, he's old and he's grandfather-like, so we like him. Jesus. They could be a demon too. So anyway, oh Lord, I just don't know what else to say, because this is ridiculous. And so he's just like a person with one leg in the grave. Something's wrong, and I know it. He's not feeling too well. But he's going to get that multi-millions of dollars from those upper 10%. He probably go to Florida, the Florida Keys or whatever they call it, where they have those big, nice homes, just like Nancy Pelosi got a home there in, I don't think it's Miami. I forget the name of the area. But that's where all the ritzy people live. And she paid $14 million. I don't know if she's married. I think she may be, but I'm not sure. But even if it's just that, how are you going to find each other in the place? You're going to put an intercom so everybody can hear? Nancy, where are you? You won't find her in the kitchen, I don't think. But anyway, that is my heart to heart. This is Pastor Icona Abakar. And I want to say over and out. More next time.